everyone, from my team and I, welcome to another new and exciting year of adventures with Haus Home. On our show tonight, we have some planting tips for you and of course, our favorite cooking show. But before all of that, we are here at Tuhava Resort. Well, it's basically a revisit for Haus Home and we hope you enjoy this.
Hello, my name is Rovina and I'm the Business Development Manager for Tuhava Town. Tuhava Town, the resort itself, it commenced operation in 2019. Some of the services that we provide here, we have conference room facilities, we have accommodation for short and long stays as well. We have, as part of other facilities that we have here, we have gym, we have a pool that is a 25-meter lap pool. We have private beachfront for people checking in during weekends. Tuhava Town Resort, or we call it the depot, is part of the Tuhava Town Management. Tuhava Town Management is a satellite township where we have commercial, resident and residential area, and the depot is part of the business as well. On Saturday nights, we have the Joker draw. We also have barbecue nights as well. We have barbecue buffet on Saturday nights. Apart from that, we'll be hosting the beer dart this month as well. So users watching can check out our Facebook page for updates on the beer dart and other weekend activities that we will be hosting. Like I've mentioned earlier, we have a pool, we have private beachfront as well. So people come in during weekends, check in, they have access to the private beach that we have access to the pool and gym as well. We also have a lovely restaurant that we serve modern Western cuisine and other a la carte menus as well. We open on a daily basis, on Monday to Thursday from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. and during weekends on Friday and Saturday we open from 9 to 11 p.m. We have different teams on a weekly basis, so every week you have different, like you can enjoy a Asian cuisine or Italian cuisine. So we have different menus and different teams throughout the week that is served on our buffet. So we have different menu each week. We do serve PNG dishes as well. Like on occasions, on Independence, we do aigir and mumu for the buffet as well. So like I said, there's different menu throughout the week, and if there's a special occasion, there's always a food to, go along with that. We host private birthday functions, weddings, also corporate launching, conferences, and any events. We also have retreats, short meetings, team buildings. Those are the activities that we've hosted so far here at the depot. Yeah, so you have the gym, the pool, and everything that you can come and enjoy. Our Donga units are 250 kina per night. Those are standard room sizes. For the conference facilities, it's going as low as 850 kina per day. The cost includes your morning and afternoon tea, projector, Wi-Fi, and other things like your conference pen and pad. That's going for 850, as low as 850. For the venue hire for events or special private functions, for the main restaurant area, we provide free of charge. You only pay for the catering food and beverages. But if you want to use the pool, then there's additional charges for that for pool usage. They can email our sales team, that's sales@tuhava.com, that's all in lowercase, or they can contact us on mobile 74219338, or they can also message us through Facebook.
Well, if you are planning a family weekend outing, Tuhava Resort is one of the places you can consider. Don't go away, we will be back with plenty tips for you after these short messages. Hello, you're watching House Home. Now for our basic gardening tips, as you can see, I am here at Nature Park. I have been joined by Junior Muli, who is the horticulture team leader here at Nature Park. Hello Junior, so what materials will we be needing for these basic gardening tips?
Thank you, Amanda. Thanks for joining in. Materials we're going to need for basic gardening in general is, firstly, you have to have a good medium of planting, which is the soil. It's not ordinary soil, but a compost. It has to go through a process. And right here with me is a compost that we have. Second is the poly bags. And yeah, we have the small shovel and the planting material itself. What we have now is in front of us is a tree. It's a small tree called lily pili. It's a really good ornamental plant that where most of the people prefer outdoor for its spectacular color through its leaf. Yeah, it doesn't grow that tall. It grows fully mature around 5 to 6 meters. Yeah, and it's native in Australia, so it has been introduced in this country 40 years ago. So it's a really excellent outdoor tree. Okay, and most people prefer lily pili by planting it in a hedgerow, so they will easily maintain it, and it gives a good ornamental and recreational feature. So it can be used as a green fence to around any houses or business properties or whatsoever. So, or also it also attracts birds to its fruiting. It has a little cherry-like fruits. Some of its varieties are edible, where they used to make a jam, cordial, or sauce from the seeds, and also it attracts birds. It really plays an important role in many ways through its ornamental benefits, through its biological relationship with the birds, and also the impact by itself. It gives a more recreational setup. Firstly, we have to get a poly bag here, and then we fill it halfway with the compost, and then it should make enough space for a seedling to be easily fit into the poly bag, because the seedling inside has soil already, so we have to plant it with the soil inside. Make sure the poly bag is more compact and firm. We don't want to allow air pockets within the soil particles. So from here, we just get the seedlings from the cup, and then you have to squeeze the base of the cup to make the soil and the roots that will lose easy. It come off easy. So there we go. And then you just put it in the poly bag, and then you fill the rest up with the compost. And then you fill it to make sure it's compact, because once it loose, the roots may be susceptible to be dried. We don't want this to happen. Before you finish the transplanting, you make sure you compact the soil around the seedling in order for plant's roots to in contact with the soil, because roots may be dry if the soil is not compact. Okay, transplanting process has been completed. As you can see, it's ready now. But before you plant it out into your gardens or wherever you want to plant it, you have to let it to stay for 2 weeks for roots to be established well within the compost. So here is I'm using polybag here. So if you couldn't find happen to find a polybag, you can always use alternative as like rice plastic and rice bag and so.
Up next, we have our first cooking show for 2022. We'll be back after this short break. Welcome back. For our first cooking segment for 2022, we are joined by Nikki from Nangu Chef. Over to you, Chef.
Hello everybody, my name is Nick Pohonhelan. I am Nangu Chef, and today's dish is inspired by a Singapore's national dish, the Sweet Chilli crab. But what we're going to do today is we're going to localize the idea. We're going to use what we have locally to recreate the dish while giving precedence to the dish. So we want to make this as simple as possible so you people at home can easily make it. Okay, so I had that in mind while constructing this very simple recipe. Onion, your ginger, and of course your chilies. Just your basic tomato sauce, soy sauce, mango chutney, sweet chili ginger, and some corn flour. And the main character of the story is our locally sourced crab. So first off, to start off, we have to knock off this crab. Now we have to do it in the most decent way possible. And all you gotta do is just flip it over. What you wanna see is a sternum side up. Put it right there. Face the knife away for safety purposes. And basically, like your first heartbreak, right down to the heart. That automatically kills the crab. Once that's done, you wanna, give it a little wash. But you gotta be really thorough cleaning it because there's a lot of mud on it. Don't worry about the mess, there's no easy way or clean way of washing a crab. So once you're done washing your crabs thoroughly, we wanna start operating it now. Well, that's pretty simple. What we want is the crown off. But be careful because there's a lot of splinters here and there. And just slowly pop off the crown. See all these membranes here? Some people like it, well, most people want it off. But first, we're gonna cut it down, make 2 different parts. Always be mindful of your hands when you're working with crabs because you've got all of these sharp parts. You can just cut them off. So now we've got 4 different parts of your crabs. We've got 2 claws and 2 of the bottom fin, and of course, your crown. We're gonna leave this for a while. We're gonna start on our pan. We want it really hot. All right, so yeah, we're gonna get our fire started. Let's add some on. We're shallow frying, remember. So while that's heating up, we're gonna dust our crabs with some cornstarch. If you have plain flour, you can use that, but for today, I'm using this. All right, just put it everywhere. All right, so your oil. All right, now let us check our oil. And like I said, oil test, all you'll need is a skewer, if not, a broomstick from home. Just jot that in there. Once you see bubbling, like you can see here, then it's ready to go. All right, let's get back to our crabs, lightly dusted. And we wanna, at this point, you gotta be careful because the oil will jump. And always place away from you, all right? So, like that. So, in with both our claws first. Just give a safe distance from it. But what's happening right now is you want to see how red it gets. The degree of redness tells you when it's going to be ready. Right now it's palish red, not yet. So let's give it about 2 minutes on each side, and then we can go from there. You don't have to be too fancy. So this is now when we're actually beginning the story. Adding our aromatics in, we want that sizzle. That's good enough. Once you see your onion starting to break through and have this glazy color, that's when you know you're kind of ready to start adding in your sauces. Tomato sauce in, garlic chili sauce in, mango chutney, gives that sweetness. And to balance it out, you notice that I didn't put any salt, it's because I'm using soy sauce. And with some water. But we don't want our sauce to be really runny. So our sauce is going, it's smelling amazing. At this point, you want to put the heat down. And then add your crabs. Crown last. Now the thing about this, well, crabs, is it's just so diverse. You can enjoy it with, well, pretty much anything. Some rice. Ripe banana, that's my favorite, having ripe banana, cacao, taro. That's done. So we've turned off the heat, we've let the crab basically stew in there. We want all that moisture, all the juices getting into that crab. Okay, so I've closed the lid, giving it about 5 minutes to rest, then we'll plate up. All right, everybody, so our story is almost finished now. Remember, there is no certain definite way to plate. This is all up to you, how your creativity, down to your imagination. Alrighty. Now, there's a reason why I kept the crown. Basically, we're going to be serving our rice on top of that. Okay? Just dump it there. I tell you, this is smelling amazing right now. All over your crabs. There you have it, a very basic run and gun sweet chili crabs, inspired by the Singapore's national dish, their chili crabs, but localized to what we have.
Wow, that smells amazing. And this looks really delicious, and I'm sure I'm going to enjoy this. Thank you, Nangu Chef. Well, we look forward to seeing you next time on our cooking show as well. There you have it, everyone. And we will be back after these short messages. Before we go, for viewers that have been watching our programs since last year, we had a promotion running, the Milukimu EMTV bumper sticker promotion with Puma Energy. We had 2 winners announced for each region, with an overall winner to be announced this year. Well, viewers, the time has come for us to announce that winner. And the overall winner for the Milukimu EMTV and Puma Energy promotion is Wesley. Yeah! Congratulations, Wesley. He was the winner of the June 2021 promotion. And just before we go, we have our B-Mobile B-Skill competition and RSPCA Pet Adoption Awareness. Keep watching Haus Home for more details. And finally, as we all know, this is Valentine's month. Here on Haus Home, we have our special edition next week. Be sure to keep watching Haus Home for lovely gift ideas. Anyway, from the crew and I, pleasant viewing, goodbye.
is Rana from Russell's Cakes and Treats. We will be on MTV Haus Home's Valentine's Special with some baking tips for you. Be sure to tune in on MTV Tuesday next week at 7 p.m.